So are fighting games lacking single player modes? I want to talk about this to you because I feel like I'm kind of qualified to talk about this. I've been a very long fighting game player. If you don't know, you might know me from my tekken journeys, but I've been playing fighting games for a very long time. We're talking like very long time. We're talking about those pit fighters, and do you know what I mean? We got those going on. I've been playing for time, and I feel like I've seen the generation shift into a direction that I feel like there's some type of way that we could kind of like make this fighting game genre be so much more fun. So if we look at the games right now, we have Street Fighter 5, we have Tekken 7, Dead or Alive, we have all of these games, right? The one thing that made everyone excited back in those days when Tekken 3 was out was Tekken Force, Tekken Ball. And the reason why it stays in our minds from childhood to now is purely because that those modes are different than the usual 1v1. Other modes like Tekken Ball, where you have to hit the ball back and forwards, this is a unique mode. It's not in every fighting game. When you're rolling down the road and you're fighting against guys in a scrolling beat 'em up, that is different to every mode, so everyone is going to remember that mode, right? And if you look at like games like Soul Calibur, do you remember how fun Edgemaster mode used to be when you had to go to these different islands to fight these opponents? And then on top of it, you then had to go back after completing Edgemaster mode and then get the ultimate weapon. Back in the internet days, there was no looking on anything else other than game FAQs. It wasn't common about YouTube and stuff like that as well. Again, another game, Tobal 1, Tobal 2. The reason why I remember this game is because quest mode was so hard to complete. I still haven't completed quest mode up until this day. Quest mode, this game was in 1994 or something like that, I can't remember. But this game, up until this day, even now, I've played so many fighting games, I still can't complete quest mode. It's so hard. But, that mode there, like, let me just break it down to you. You are running around in a dungeon. You get access to different potions, but you cannot find out what the potion is unless you try it. So you have to risk your health. There's stuff like, your max HP can go down. You can extend your HP. You can get poisoned, which means your life is going down every so often. You get hyper, where you're just doing loads of attacks very fast. There is so many stuff going on, and this was a very technical and detailed game even till this day. Search up Tobal 2 online if you think I'm joking. So yeah, there's loads of different fighting game modes that people liked. I think even down to like Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive has a very good story mode, but the Guilty Gear XX story mode was absolutely crazy because there was so much interactions with the characters. There was properly speaking, they had voice actors and stuff. It made me more involved and understand the character's personality in the game. So why am I talking about all of this? What is the reason talking about this? So like when I look at fighting games nowadays, I see a bunch of characters. We play them on a 1v1 and then that's it. There's no personality. There's no kind of like uniqueness when it comes to these things because it's like they kind of got lazy. I think fighting game developers have got lazy. We look at Tekken 7, the customization is not great. The story is very lackluster to me, but the gameplay is fun. There's a lot of characters that are not the Mishimas, Kazuya, Heihachi, or Jin that don't get no spotlight because there's no story. It's just based on them and that's it. Everyone else is kind of like filler arc. If we look at Street Fighter 5, there's a load of characters, but again, I feel like the story, they got story mode where it has like maybe 3 to 4 like interaction stuff, but like again, it's not the greatest. It's kind of like filler arc again. Like, I don't know, I just genuinely feel like there is better things you can do to make people want to play the game. And yeah, I think the one player mode is something that is very crucial. If we look at Rival Schools had a mode. They had 2 discs. They had one arcade mode disc which had all the story and all that stuff, and they had another disc where I had all the plays. We had Robert that had like his football mini game. You had a few others that had their own mini game in there as well, and there was a bunch of content. And that's what games are meant to be, a bunch of content, not just 1v1 and then maybe a little bit of a gallery mode here and then that's it. One player mode is a big thing in fighting games. Not everyone is going to be able to learn the combos and do the greatest combos. Sometimes people just want to have fun. They want to run around and play open world, which is why I think Street Fighter 6 will do very well because their online mode has an online hub where people can run around. And then not only that, you've got the world tour mode where you could create a character and you could do certain different things. It's an open world. This is what people want to do. Some people just can't play fighting games, but they want to get involved, and that's what the one player mode enables. It enables possible fans that are not good at fighting games to get involved with the one player mode. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section down below, but also remember to subscribe because it's free and it doesn't cost you a penny. And yeah, we'll be on to the next video. Peace.